if you're someone who has $0 to start and you like, hey, I don't know what to do. I want to get into business. I want to start, but I don't know what to do. The first thing that you do, okay, and for all of you advanced and intermediate people, just please be patient because I'm getting to the meat. You know, I'm North Star America, and I thank you for being here on this channel. And this is online entrepreneurship. The first thing that you want to do is you just want to simply start acting like you're in business. Period. That's all it takes. This is the truth, okay? Everybody who had started a business started thinking about business. They started doing acts of business. It's just that simple. There's nothing else to it, okay? Now, once you have started acting like you're a business, you got to not only take yourself seriously, but you have to be serious for everybody else that's around you, okay? Because I'm going to tell you, if you don't do certain things like, do the whole LLC thing, and the reason why I keep saying LLC, because they're so easy to file, like, there's nothing to it. It's no brainer. Um, and it's the best route for people who are starting in the beginning anyway, in my opinion, okay? But some people like to think of you as not being serious when you don't have certain things done. But in my experience, that's just only generally family and friends, not people who actually own real businesses. Okay. Because I've conducted business with people who had real businesses. And when I say real business, like they had a brick and mortar or someplace where they operated out of, right? They even had their whole corp filed with the state, paid their business taxes and expenses and all that type of stuff. I walk through the door, say that I can provide a service of some sort. They ask me, what do I do? I tell them. And the number one thing that nobody ever generally asks, I'm going to tell you the truth. I done dealt with different types of businesses now. This is the cold hearted truth, okay? Nobody asks you, hey, are you a LLC or S Corp or C Corp or any type of other incorporated business? They don't ask that. What they want to know is, can they get in contact with you? Sometimes and most times, like in today's age, is do you have a website? Okay. And if you don't, that's okay. All they care about, as long as they can contact you, and what is your service? Is it going to help benefit me? You know? And once you provide the service, right? Like, what is the end result that I'm paying for? That's generally what it is. It's nothing else. Okay. And that's for you beginners. Now, all of you people out there who are watching this video that are business owners, all right, more than likely, you probably agree with what I just said because you know how it goes. Okay. Now, let me clarify. Depending on what type of industry that you're in that requires licenses and certain particular credentials, that's when those questions come into play. As do you have this? Do you have that? Because it's a show. Because like if you're dealing with securities, like on the money side of things, or maybe you're dealing with medicines or um, certain type of security clearances, like it's all sorts of bundles out there that I can get into. But for the sake of clarification, not only for my business owners that are watching this, but for those beginners out there, from what I'm saying, there are certain industries, certain fields that you will have to show credentials, and more than likely you probably will have to have some type of incorporation to deal with that business because of what they're doing, what type of business it is. So I want to let you know that, okay? That's on the advanced aspect of entrepreneurship. Now that I've said all that, let's talk about the joy, okay? Let's talk about the adventure. Let's talk about the uncertainty of entrepreneurship. Okay. These three aspects right here. First off, when you're pursuing entrepreneurship in any form of fashion, there's a joy within it. All right. You have an idea, you figure that this thing is going to impact the world in some kind of way, the industry in some kind of way, it's something that's needed, or whatever. That's your joy. Okay. Now, it is great when you are in pursuit of it. But when it comes down to the side of stress and frustration and all of that, that comes with the territory of being an entrepreneur. Like, there's no way that we can avoid that, because basically taking on entrepreneurship, you're going to take on all of the responsibility and stress, because the success that you acquire in being an entrepreneur is always going to be and is your responsibility. This is something I know you know if you're already into business or whatever. And for those of you who are beginners that are wondering, like, what do I need to do? How do I get started? I just want to know what this thing is all about. It's simple. Everything that I done said to you in the beginning is what it is. Okay. Now, once you start advancing and you start climbing up levels and doing all this, it's going to take a different level of thinking, a different, like, and more advanced and enhanced set of skills on top of the skills that you already have. If you don't have them, you're going to have to find and hire and acquire someone who has those skills that you need in order to achieve the end goal and whatever it is that you're pursuing as an entrepreneur and entrepreneurship. Okay.